Hello guys, and welcome back to another FPL video. Today I'm going to showcase to you my new FPL draft. Several changes have been made and I believe only around 5 players survive from this draft, which is not a lot. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I built this draft together with my community in the live stream that I held on Saturday. So if you want to be part of those streams and want to give your input, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, like this video, comment down below if you have any questions or anything to add, and you'll be more than welcome to join me on every stream that I make. I try to do several streams per week. Let's see how it goes for the next week, when I for sure going to rate your drafts, and most probably I'm going to do one more just casual stream. We'll see how it goes. But now let's dive in and build my new team. I'm going to start from defense and I'm going to end up on the attack. So basically I'm going to... Can I clear everyone? I don't think so. So I'm going to clear them like together. Okay, removing. Keep it up with me, guys. Okay, we're going to start from scratch. So in goal, let's open a fixture difficulty rating to follow with me together. So in goal, I'm opting for the keeper with the most easy fixtures in the first 7 weeks. This draft is built specifically for the first 7 weeks, and I'm targeting specifically more specifically the first 3. So they're the most important in my opinion when we start the game right now, because after the 3rd week, as you can see, there is a big gap. That means that there is going to be an international break, and having an international break often changes the form that the teams are in. So I'm solely focusing on the first 3 weeks. I'll be going with players that have good fixtures, good captain options. They're going to be too good to miss out, basically. And maybe for the defense, I'm extending that period to more than 3 weeks, as this is important, as I don't want to change a lot the defense. Maybe my premium player will be rotated around to have the best fixtures, but otherwise I'll be focusing on the offensive side. For the first 3 weeks, I do not expect a lot of the players that are coming back from the Euros or the Copa America to be in prime form, so most probably I'm not going to be targeting them. The guys that were involved up until the end, basically, and played a lot of minutes, such as Trippier, Rice, Foden, Saka, and those players as a whole. So I'll be targeting the rest of the bunch, and we will see, and you'll see what we found out at the end. So let's go and put the goalkeeper. As already mentioned, the goalkeeper with the best run in the first 7 by the looks of it is Rob Sanchez, at least for now. It looks like that, or the Chelsea goalkeeper as a whole. If it's going to be Sanchez, if it's going to be Petrovic, or they're going to bring a new guy, I'm not completely sure, but for now we will be holding him as a placeholder. If there is a better goalkeeper that emerges during preseason, or Chelsea are too bad defensively and they're conceding million chances, I may switch it around. I know that in the first week they face Manchester City, but for me that is not such a big issue, because after that it's a lot better, like Wolves, Palace, Bournemouth, West Ham. Palace is tricky, but still I believe that they can do well against them and against the rest of the side. So I will be going with Rob Sanchez, as already mentioned several times. He is in immediately, and here the goalkeeper, I don't want to spend any money on a cover. I'm putting in for Fabianski. He is like an immediate rotation for Areola. I know that he's not going to play, but for now let's keep him until a 4.0 option emerges. There might be some candidates, but for now let's keep it as a 4.0 option. Now, building the defense, I wanted to get a premium defender. It was one of the Arsenal, City, or Liverpool boys. Liverpool with a new coach, even though they have an amazing fixture wise stretch, I don't think that they will be safe and sound in defense. So building Liverpool defense didn't suit me very well, and that left us with City and Arsenal. Arsenal have been the best defense in the league last time around, but this time I feel like for the first several fixtures, City are going to feel better. Like Arsenal are much higher favorites to earn a clean sheet and to get the points for a clean sheet, but I want the attacking threat that one player in particular got from Manchester City, and that player was Guardiola. I'm immediately putting him into the side. City were second only to Arsenal in the goals that were expected to concede, so they're still going to get good clean sheet results. Gvardio was so attacking now with a slight change in the bonus point system. He's taking so much shots. He has been fouled regularly, and he would have had a pretty good increase from last season, and his form at the end of the season was amazing, and I believe that he can transfer it to this one, so I'm going with him. Next up, we have three 4.5 defenders, and those 4.5 defenders rotate perfectly fine with each other. As you can see, Aston Villa being one of the top sides here, they're facing Leicester, Everton, Ipswich, Wolves with a new manager, West Ham with a new manager, and even Manchester United side that is not with a very high expected goal ratio. I believe that the Aston Villa player here will be a very good addition, and I'm immediately adding Ezri Konsa. Konsa has been their right back. I believe that he's going to be their first choice right back. So, all in all, you can rely on him. He can go as a center back. He can go as a right back. He was going to be the top defender with increased bonus points from last season. So that's a good number. He can get even more points. And if Aston Villa come back to the regular defensive performances like they did before the Kamara injury, they can be good. They're bringing several players. They're basically refreshing the squad and strengthening it for the upcoming Champions League run. But for now, I'll be opting for Konsa for sure. Next up, having Konsa and knowing that he's going to have a tough Game Week 2 fixture and most probably a tough Game Week 7, I've decided to opt for a Crystal Palace player. Here they face West Ham. I know in 7 they face Liverpool, which is not amazing as well. But in those stretch of fixtures, they face Everton, they face Leicester, they face West Ham, and they face Brentford. Brentford might not be the most ideal team to bank a clean sheet, but I believe that the player that I'm going to go for, being called Anderson, is going to do bits, and he is going to perform amazingly well. He is a good option from set pieces. He can get some bonus points. He's taking shots from target. I know a lot of you are going to suggest Gay, but for me Anderson is just a better option. Like, Gay is tired coming from the Euros. Anderson got a rest after Denmark were eliminated from the tournament, so he would have been in a better condition wise and recovery time based player, so I would be immediately going for Anderson instead of Gay. Here you can go for a shout out for a left back or right back, but both of them are 5 million and I don't have the facilities and the funds to put them into the lineup. Next up, we need the final defender that is going to just solidify the defensive performance, and here we had two options. One of them is Fulham and the second is Forest. I like both of their wing backs, how they play, specifically their left backs. For now, there are rumors that Nottingham Forest might be playing in a 3 at the back formation, so basically they will have wing backs, and their left wing back and right wing back are going to be in a pretty good shape, and particularly Aina is a really good shout out as he has been performing well. He has a goal, he has an assist. The other player that I'm discussing is from Fulham, it's Robinson, but yeah, I just prefer the Forest fixtures as the first 3, and then 5th and 6th I can rely on them. Here, first one is out, so I will have to go with my Aston Villa defender. It's away from home, while for Nottingham Forest is at home. So Forest, good fixtures at home, I can rely on them. Crystal Palace, the best fixtures are at home, but Everton away is not such a bad fixture. And Aston Villa, I know the easier fixtures are away, but still Everton and Wolves, and I feel like a lot of the home fixtures are good. I know for Everton they're still good, but Leicester away, then Villa, then Spurs, then Newcastle. It's like 3 bad fixtures, and they're my 4th option basically. If I wasn't going for Gvardio, most probably it was going to be an Everton defender, but for now I'm going to put in Owa Aina. I'm hoping he increases his starts and he keeps going. I know that is only 2 goals like a clean sheet. Robinson is a good option, so I can go with him, but for now I'm going with Aina. And the last guy here, I changed it a little bit. I'm going for Ben Johnson. He has been a pretty good player for West Ham, but they let him out. I know that the stats are not saying anything particularly amazing for him, but once again, if they play with an attacking fullbacks like Leif Davis and Ben Johnson on the other side, there is going to be some good returns. I'm keeping an eye on leave Davis as well, but that 4.5 price tag is not suiting me well at the start, as they are facing Liverpool and Manchester City. Greaves is a safe option. He has been playing there for a lot of time and he is going to be nailed, but let's go with Ben Johnson for now. If he is not nailed, we're immediately swapping him out. Now we're done with the defense. I've spent a little bit extra there, so that means that I've sold some players, and you will be right. So let's start adding the players from the midfield. I'll be immediately returning the player that I want in my midfield for sure. That is Eberici Eze. Eze has been amazing last season. He has been performing really well. As you can see, 11 goals and 5 assists only for 24 starts and 2000 minutes. He had some injury issues. Before that, it's basically an increase. He has 600 minutes more, but he has performed a little better. His XG is better. His attacking rates are better. Now with Ulize out, I believe Eze is going to be even better. He's taking penalties, he's taking free kicks and set pieces, so he's going to be great. There are rumors that Smith Rowe might be joining either Fulham or Palace. We will need to see which side, but if he joins Palace and he becomes their regular starter on a right wing position or a right attacker position to say, I will be most probably going for Smith Rowe, but for now I'll be sticking with Eze as their talismanic player, and at the form that they were in at the end of the last season, I believe in those things. And when a player is such a good player at the last of the season, he tends to move it into the next one as well. For several of those guys, that is the case. From others, it's a little bit different, like for example Konsa, but Konsa has been great throughout, so I'll be relying on him. But now Eze is into the side. Another player that is making a return here is going to be Bailey. I believe that now with Diaby heavily rumored to be leaving the side, Bailey is going to take his position, and instead of being only 2000 minutes on the field, he can increase that to around 2.8 to 3000 minutes. 10 goals, 11 assists. That is an amazing feat, and with the fixture against West Ham and Leicester, I believe that he can cause some damage. I know that against Arsenal it's not such a big goal threat for them, but at home, honestly, they can do a lot of things. So I'm relying on Bailey to do bits. And then it's Everton, Wolves, and Ipswich, and even United, who are not such a great defenses as a whole. So yeah, Leon Bailey is one of the guys that I will be most likely relying on, as I'm not able to afford Watkins at the moment. So those are the midfielders that are keeping their places. And now we have some changes. From Arsenal, of course, I want to go with one of their attackers, and Odegaard fit in perfectly. Like Saka got around 40 points over him, but he still did alright, and for 1.5 million less, maybe I can fight that. He's the captain, he's sometimes taking penalties. I believe with a full summer rest, he is going to be a different breed this season, and he is going to have the upper hand compared to the rest of the Arsenal midfielders who are all away, like Saka, Rice, Trossard, Havertz even was away, Martinelli was away. So yeah, Odegaard got his full return as a recovery, and I believe is going to do similar numbers to his 2022-2023 season, and he's going to be amazing, especially at the start when they face a shaky defense like Wolves and Brighton. I know that Game Week 4 fixture is not amazing, Game Week 2, 4 and 5 are not amazing, but still Arsenal 2 fixtures at home, those fixtures can be enough, and after that I can swap him for someone else if I don't feel like he's going to perform at the similar level. But still I need an Arsenal asset, and that is going to be Odegaard. Now, another player that I've added in here is Mohamed Salah. Yes, he is a big addition. So basically I've changed the squad around to fit in Salah and Odegaard compared to Palmer and Saka. And I think I did pretty alright. Like Salah, I know that Liverpool are with a new manager, but still that fixture run of a form, like the first 5, 3 home fixtures, 1 away to Ipswich and 1 at Old Trafford where Salah has been scoring regularly. I don't think I'll be going without him. Like I tried to persuade myself, for example, to go for Darwin or to find space for Gakpo, Diaz or Jota, whoever starts, but the best player on that team is Salah, and I believe that he is going to return the points. So here we are going to go with him. He is going to be the captain in Game Week 1, but for now, that is the change I'm making here, heavily involving my draft around Mohamed Salah. Now, The final midfielder here is going to be Andreas. Here is a deliberation once again between Fulham and Forest, as they have a pretty good fixture run. But Game Week 2 and Game Week 3 for Fulham are Leicester and Ipswich. Then it's West Ham. So from the first four, I don't see a particular good defense. While for Forest, I see one. But still, I might even go for a player as the statue of Robinson in defense, like Leicester, Ipswich, West Ham, but West Ham can score goals. While they were conceding a lot, they kept scoring. While on the other side, yeah, Southampton and Wolves particularly were struggling at the end, and Bournemouth are a good side, but still I believe that Aina can do bits. If he's not nailed, I might go for a center back or something like that, but here I'll be keeping Andreas Pereira. If Smith Rowe joins here, he's going to be a good option, but Andreas is on set pieces, most probably on pens. He's doing well, like if he replicates, but basically the performance last season was the same like the season before. The returns are similar, like basically 1 start more and 4 points more. Yeah, he was more expensive than the 4.5 price tag, but first 3 fixtures for him are not bad, so I'll be going with Andreas. Now that leaves me with 28 million, and yeah, I have some players that I want to add. First of all, I am returning immediately Isaac. Let's not fool ourselves. You have seen him on the thumbnail. He is immediately returning in. If I cannot afford to own Gordon, I will be going with Isaac. I can sell Andreas and just drop Isaac to Wood or to Muniz even, but I believe with penalties, with 2 home fixtures in the first 3, with Bournemouth away, Isaac is going to be a heavily targeted player to be owned, and only 8.5 is at amazing price range. Next up is going to be Erling Haaland. I'm not fooling anyone that I'm not going with him. I don't see myself going without Haaland. I've seen myself going without Salah, but without Haaland, no way. Like, City are the best attack in the league and the best team in the league in general. So not owning one of their players seems like a stupid decision, especially in attack. De Bruyne is not as sharp as before. The wingers are being rotated with now Salvio coming back into the frame. Foden has been playing regular minutes on the Euro, so the only possible option for me is to go for Erling Haaland, so I'm going to stick with him. And he's the best captain option in game weeks 2, 3, and even 4, so yeah, I'm not going to go away from him. And the last player here, I have only 4.5 million, and I believe that for forwards, going for 4.5, this guy Wadopu has been rumored to get some minutes, or this guy Cannon. I really don't know, but I don't know any players from Leicester, so I'm going to go with him. This guy Fraser might be playing some minutes. We have to see who is performing how and who might be coming into play. But honestly, I'm not going to be playing that player, so for now it's going to be Cannon. I really, if there isn't a player that appears, it's not going to be interesting for me. So Dewap, yeah, he was improved to 5.5. If the game came out like 2 weeks earlier, Dewap was going to be 4.5, and now he was a good option. But yeah, I'm making those transfers. So from the team is only Isaac, Haaland, Eze, Bailey. The same players, 4 here. 2 defenders, 6 players, and the reserve goalkeeper, okay, 7. So basically a new draft with 8 new players. That's a lot of changes, but I've changed the whole structure. I went with a more expensive defender. I went with Salah. I dropped down the 3rd forward spot and went with a midfielder. I believe those are some critical changes. Let me hear your opinion on in the comment section. Everything is going to be taken into hand, and on streams for sure, I will for sure go to take your advice and maybe try different combinations. The next stream is most going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, when I'm going to be rating your teams once again. I hope you enjoy it. I will be posting a community post on Monday to gather your teams and to submit your teams, and when you do, I'm going to be rating them just like before. I'm still going to come out with a video rating your first drafts because I didn't manage to finish all of them. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Thank you for being part of the community. If you're still not, don't forget to click that subscribe button. I'm aiming to reach as many people as possible and just to expand my community and my knowledge. We're having a lot of fun. I'm having good conversations with genuine people and good people. So yeah, if you want to be part of them, just join the community, like the video, comment once again, turn the notification on. That's pretty important because I do not have a proper schedule for the streams, and if you have turned on the notifications, it will appear when I start streaming and you'll be able to join live. Thank you for supporting me, but for now guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.